Welcome everybody. We're entering this next game. It's going to be Zerg. IM.Horror. He's going to be the Zerg on the left, going up against NEX.Miso, who is NEX.Miso. We have Korean Pro against Korean Pro. We are entering this Zotac Cup final game for this quarterfinals. It is going to be quite the game. Last game we had Miso winning in a very nice macro game, getting that command center first. Horror was not able to scout it, and that allowed Miso to basically get away with it completely for free. Horror ended up scouting all the bases multiple times because he missed seeing the command center by a single pixel, which is very frustrating to see just as a spectator. Just, oh my god, you're so close. You even sent a drone cross map to try and get that very quick scout, and he was able to see nothing, which is really, really unfortunate. It's a very frustrating thing to do. I've done it a couple times, and it's kind of one of those moments where you just shake your head, like, I can't believe that happened when you watch the replay. Or during the game itself when you realize you scouted the wrong base. So now we're going to have Horror just contentedly droning up at the beginning. Going to definitely expect him to go for that hatchery first. He did win that first game where Miso went for an incredibly weird late game SCV Marine all-in. I say late game because it was like 7 or 8 minutes in, and he moved out with like 30 SCVs and 16 Marines, and it was very aggressive to say the least. We do see the barracks being thrown down. There is room for another add-on, and that will definitely allow for some more buildings to be put down. That will definitely be a great way to get down some kind of reactor to Hellion expansion, which is very common in TVZ. Definitely be expecting that. We do see that Horror did throw down his natural expansion very quickly, and he actually pulled back his Overlord, I guess, I don't know, but he's sending out that drone for that faster scout, running around the base. He sees the timing on the factory, the refinery, which can show him what the time will be for the factory. We will see how that's going to progress. Right now, Miso is just contentedly getting out some Marines. We can see Horror's going to be very annoying and try and delay the mining on this one mineral patch, but he does just steal the minerals, and will now just run around and harass. But we see the final supply depot for the wall. We get finished off by that add-on. No second gas quite yet. We're going to see actually being taken by Horror, which is going to be annoying for Miso, but as long as he's not going for some kind of really early gas-intensive gameplay, it's not going to matter that much. It just allows Horror to get some nice confirmed scout information, see the units that are made, and just see if there's going to be a factory or some kind of amount of units that will be able to take it out. Because I think you need maybe 3 or 4 Marines to actually kill the extractor faster than it builds, which means you can endlessly gas steal for quite a while. You see right now the health is crawling up slowly, but surely with these 2 Marines, and they're going to have the 3rd one coming down, and that should be signaling the cancellation and the final building of this extractor. You see that the health is falling quite rapidly. We do have the barracks getting the reactor. We'll be seeing Hellions going out fairly soon. SUV actually stole a gold mineral patch and will now return and forever make Miso's mineral count be a little bit uneven. Command Center does get thrown down. Pretty normal standard play from both players, and the metabolic boost going down. Horror doesn't have anything crazy going along. No bailing nests, no roach warrens, nothing along those lines. He's not even mining gas right now. It's just straight up drones, queens, lings, and overlords. That's all he's going to be making for this beginning part of the game. So we do have the factory getting down those reactor Hellions, and we're going to see Miso just contentedly getting out his mules, just progressing normally. As for what might be his follow-up, this is the command center. This is a simple reactor Hellion expansion. So Horror is just contented to run around. He's going to actually put this spine crawler to get up a little bit of defense in the face of those Hellions. He does have a pretty safe bet that Hellions are coming. He saw the gas. He saw that it was continuing mining. He hasn't seen anything along the lines of the command center, but it's still the most common build, and you can pretty much almost assume that that's what's happening the second you see that gas. I mean, granted, Miso did kind of metagame that a little bit in the first game by going for that very odd SV Marine all-in. But you can see that Horror is once again getting the hatchery in a good spot to block the Hellions. His Queen is now on creep, and we're going to see that Horror has those Hellions completed and easily just try and take out this hatchery. But look at the Ling count. The metabolic boost is now completed, and he can easily go ahead try and be aggressive against those Hellions and Once it gets a few more links, you can do that, but right now this can be microed. However, you can see that they do have an opportunity to run to the left and try and hit behind the middle line, because the spawn crawler is not quite done yet. Now you have 4 Hellions on the field. We have these 2 Queens that are ready to help defend as well, but the link count is not quite high enough to deal with 4 Hellions. You can see Horror is definitely being careful to control these guys well, doing a good job of just being aware of what's going on. We see Miso is not taking his natural expansion quite yet, just content to continue building Hellions. That last game really showed his comfortability with Hellions, as he got a ton of them out. I think he got 12 or 14 out, and that was the first time he even revealed them, and he moved in and took out a lot of drones from Horror. It was a great move, really delayed Horror's economy and prevented the mutant count from ever getting that really nice critical mass of when you get to like that 16-20 mark and then even beyond, if you're going to emphasize them even more in the gameplay. Still, more Hellions are being made. Normally, players will stop around 4. It's like the magic number most people say, but we are going to have Marauders being produced as well. We can see that Concussive Shells has not been researched, which is a little odd. This Hellion Marauder combination is incredibly powerful. Again, Zerg Lings get caught up on the Marauders who are armored. They take a lot of hits. The Hellions roast those Zerglings. We have no rotates for the Marauders to really take, but hey, guess what? Banelings are going to come along, and Banelings are not that great against Marauders. They're great against any unit that's bunched up, but they need to be able to hit. These Hellions have a lot of splash damage. They can really deal a whole lot of work against those Banelings and Lings. And we'll see exactly how this is really going to pan out. But we can see once again, wow, oh my god, SCVs are moving forward. We're going to see once again another huge push coming out of Miso. Those Banes are going to really decimate those SCVs, so this is going to be, oh, but this is so important. We see all his players moving forward, trying to be aggressive. SCVs, so many SCVs. Marauders are taking down the Spine Crawler very, very quickly. You can see the drones all being pulled back, but look at the Banelings that are morphing. This is going to be really, really huge to get those Banelings into play, get the going down. But we can see the hatcheries being targeted down. We can see Banes moving forward. So much damage against the SCVs, and Hellions getting nice explosions off. Great, great, great damage moving forward. But there are still 9 Hellions that are left. 3 Marauders doing a nice bit of damage. The Banes are morphing in the face of all this. We can see Lings pushing forward, but there are still a lot of Hellions there. Broodlings are helping a lot against the units in the back. Banes are moving down. They're going to get some nice explosions off, doing a good bit of splash damage. Horror might be able to hold so if he can get Lings out. 16 Lings are on the field. Drones can be easily coming to fray as well. The SCV count is greatly diminished. Only 9 on the field. It's 48 drones. Banes are getting more explosions. Nice, nice. Look at the health on some of those Hellions. Very, very low. There's a couple more Hellions going to possibly die to Bane Lings. Will those Banes connect? They're going to move forward, try and get that damage done. But Miso is looking to be in a bad position. Horror is defending this incredibly efficiently, moving forward. A lot of Marauders are kind of dead. There's only 1 left with 33 health. We see Lings pushing forward and possibly try and take out these units, but they are on the ramp, and the Bane gets a nice explosion on those lead units. We can see SCVs are repairing. Only 2 are left though, and we have those Lings. Banelings getting some nice explosions once again, but look at how damaged those Hellions are, and it looks like Horror has completely won this. The natural has been taken, but that's just spreading out the mules pretty much. And look at these units as they continue just to die. Oh my, there's a Horror 13 food. Horror is 57. He's kept his drone count high. 48 drones are on the field. He's getting out of Spine Crawler. And Miso's going to be forced to go in all in once again, once he can try and get some kind of army out there instead of just 3 Hellions. He's producing more, but his money is so low. Look at the income. He somehow has 600 income. 1,000? What? Okay, that's just wrong. But I have all of these Lings moving forward, doing a good job of attacking. We're going to see the death of that Hellion. Actually waste some Baneling though. It's kind of a waste of a Bane, but not really too much of a worry. You can already see how good a position that Horror is in. You might as well just take, there we go. Now we see drones transferring to that natural expansion. And that is a very nice move. He's going to be able to get all of those extractions and everything mining happily. But now Lings are going to push forward, probably try and do some damage, poke forward, maybe take out some units, but look at the income. Somehow Terran is still ahead. Miso is continuing to produce these units, getting those Marauders, getting those Hellions. Lings are going to push forward, get into the main base, maybe just snipe off a few SCVs. There he sees exactly what he's going to be doing. But oh, actually retargets, he gets 1 SCV, which is honestly fine. Taking out any worker at this point is great for Horror. Miso is actually surprisingly crawling up in the food count. Oh my god, he's crawling with the food count. It's kind of scary that that's able to happen. But still, we have 12 SCVs versus 43 drones. Spire is about to complete. Horror has his lair tech out. And that Spire tech is going to be so hard to deal with by Miso. You can see he's getting out these barracks, but he's got no engineering bay. He's got a lot of Hellions. It's all units that can only attack ground. Marauders and Hellions. If you look at the gas count for Horror, it's only at 100 right now. He just spent that on 9 mutas. So that's going to be very powerful once those pop out. I don't think there's anything Miles is going to be able to do against that. We do see him actually getting his combat shield upgraded. It's faster than getting stim, so maybe we're going to try and be more defensive with that. Still, we're actually going to see that that does get spotted. Yep, that will be taken out, so no third base quite yet for Horror, but where are those, where are the mutas? Do not see. There are the mutas. They're just go ahead, and there's just GG by Miso. Cannot handle the mutas. And so we're going to have Horror moving on into the semifinals. This is very cool. I think he's going against Goodies. That's going to be a great series.